Hi guys, Chef Kevin Belton here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, the 9th is National Crab Meat Day. And this is something that we take for granted down here. You know, as a kid growing up, we had so much seafood to eat that when there was meat on the table, we're like, wow, yes, there's a piece of meat. And I forget how much around the country people don't get to eat seafood. So I wanted to do a couple of dishes using crab meat that you can try at home. Now, I am using claw meat, all right? Lump is very pretty and comes from the back fin. Claw is darker and it actually comes from the claw of the crab. Now, claw meat tends to be a little sweeter. Lump crab meat has wonderful flavor, but lump crab meat, you don't want to play with too much. Where claw meat, I like to use it in soups, I like to use it in stuffings because it is sweet. Now, the first thing I'm gonna make, you can actually use an artificial crab if you like, all right? And basically what I'm going to do, if you like rolls, if you like different sushi type rolls, like a California roll, I'm gonna use ingredients that would go into a California roll, but I'm gonna do it in a jar. And you can do this in advance. So I'm gonna do it in a jar, but you can also make this, if you want, in a bowl, as opposed to having to roll it up and wrap. So first things first, what I have here is an avocado, all right? I wanna get my avocado cut. And what I've done, I've taken some other things that are typically found in a California roll. I have a little diced cucumber here. I have a little seaweed, okay, which is nori. Now, you may have seen these packs of seaweed that you can snack on. I just took some of these sheets and diced them up, all right? Let me get our avocado going. Here, with our avocado, all I'm gonna do is make a few slices in it. Then I'm gonna spoon it out. I just want it diced, okay? Just want it diced. Take our spoon, scoop it out. All right, come on out. Come on, you can do it. Some avocado is riper than others. This one, I didn't want it super ripe because I didn't want it to fall apart. I wanted to kind of hold its shape just a little bit, okay? Now, you know, a lot of times with avocados, they tell you to go ahead and put lemon juice on them. This is a little rice vinegar. I'm gonna do a little bit of rice vinegar in here. And this rice vinegar is going to help our avocados not change color, okay? Because like I said, this is something that you could do in advance. So I cooked sushi rice. It's a very, very round rice that's very short grain. I cooked this. After it's cooked, you have a little bit of sugar in it with a tiny bit of mirin. All right, so I'll put our our rice down. Then we could go ahead and get in a little cucumber. We can go ahead. All right, if you missed the jar, let's get in some of our crab meat. Let's get in a little bit of our seaweed and a few pieces of our avocado. And I'm gonna keep building this up and make another layer. So I'm gonna go ahead and build this up because this is something you can make in advance and put in the refrigerator. So while I get that done, next time you see me, we'll be ready to work on the next dish. We'll see you in a minute. Hi guys, welcome back. Now we're gonna make crab meat carbonara. What I have in my skillet, I had a little butter with just a few drops of olive oil, and I've put some bacon, and I have the bacon sauteing here. My linguine is cooking here in the pot. And I wanted to get this cooking because I'm gonna use a little bit of this starchy water from our pasta cooking in to help make our sauce. Now, if you've ever had this in a restaurant, it is absolutely fantastic. But there's a unique thing to this. And some people, you know, they're leery about eggs, but our eggs are gonna be cooked. This is a sauce where our eggs will be cooked. Everybody assumes they're gonna be raw, but they're not. So, now that our bacon is starting to cook off, here's some garlic. You all know how much I like garlic. So that's a good bit of garlic we'll get in. And we're gonna get in a little wine, okay? Just a little white wine. And I have the fire up because I want this to reduce a little bit, that wine. Plus, whenever you cook with wine, you always want to cook it a little bit for that alcohol taste to cook off of it, okay? Now, while this is reducing, I'm going to get a couple of tablespoons of our pasta water. You know, that starchy water from the pasta. Just get 3 tablespoons in here. All right? Now, while this is reducing, let me show you, I think, what makes carbonara so special. What I have here are 2 eggs. I'm just going to beat the eggs, and into our eggs, I'm adding a 1/2 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. Okay? And we're just going to mix this in really well. What's going to end up happening, we're going to take our hot pasta and toss it in here. And by tossing the hot pasta in here, it's going to cook the eggs, but also it allows that egg to attach itself and to stick on to the pasta so it adheres. Okay? Oh, this smells so good. Yes. So now, let's get in some green peas. Let's get in some of our crab meat. We just want to get this nice and hot. It doesn't have to be smoking hot. You know, that crab meat, if you decide to do this with lump meat, don't stir it too much. We just want this to kind of get heated all the way through, okay? So while this heats up, our pasta's almost done. And when we come back, I can't wait to show you how we're gonna put all this together. And it's gonna be so good. Such a crabby day. We'll see in a little bit. Hi guys, welcome back. Our butter with the garlic in it, and the white wine, and that little splash of olive oil, and that crab meat and that bacon, that's all heated all the way through. I got so excited I almost forgot what's in it. Here, let's do a little fresh cracked black pepper. Here. And with that bacon, we really don't need much salt. I'm gonna just do a little pinch of salt. Now, our pasta is ready. Now, remember, in our bowl, I've beaten 2 eggs, and I've put in a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. So this is where it's important. Soon as that pasta comes out, just drain it a little bit, toss it right in while it's hot. Because putting it in here while it's hot, this is going to cook that egg. This is why, if you notice, when you have carbonara in a restaurant, it looks like there's something onto the pasta. Well, that's that egg that attaches itself to it. But it's that this heat causes that cheese to melt. It causes the egg to cook. Oh, look at that. See that? That egg is attached on there. See how that looks? Okay. That cheese, no more egg in the bottom. So now to finish this, we'll put all of our ingredients. Now remember, we did a crab meat carbonara for crab meat day. Now let's just mix all of this together. Tell you, this looks and smells so good, so good. And that's what's nice with these recipes. You know, you can do them ahead of time if you like, all right? So look at that. That's nice and tossed. So here, let's get ready to serve this up. We'll get a bowl. Let's just kind of, just give that a little twist on there to get down in there. Let's get some of that crab meat to put right on top. Now, here, we can finish this off with a little more Parmesan cheese, a little bit of green onion. And remember, that California roll in a jar. Look at that. Our rice, the cucumber, the crab, the nori, which is the seaweed, the avocado, more rice. All right, and look, I like to top it off with a little more sesame seeds on the top. So these can be made ahead of time, all right? So why not do this? This will make a great meal. Here's a little appetizer, and here's your entree. So it's something different that we can do with crab meat. Now remember, guys, if you can't get real crab meat, or it's way too expensive where you live, this is often done in a lot of restaurants with artificial crab. Do that, okay? You can use that to make these. But if you don't want to make this in a jar, remember, you can make this in a bowl. And don't be afraid of a carbonara, because the important thing is have that pasta hot, drain it, and then put it in with the eggs and the cheese, and everything will cook. So for crab day, I hope this gives you a couple of ideas of something that you can use and try for the family. All right? Keep washing those hands, keep messing up. Please stay safe. I appreciate when you come hang out and cook with me. So for WWL, I'm Chef Kevin Belton, and we will see you soon for another crabby day. Have a great crab day, gang.